Hello and welcome to another episode of Social Connection. I'm your host, Luis Mendieta, and today we are celebrating Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. We're going to have two experts who they're going to show us how to pamper our moms. And let's welcome from a spot on the lake, Mr. Chuck Snyder.
Thank you. Nice to be here with you today.
Thank
you
you
for inviting us. So would you like me to give you a little history on the spa?
Sure, we would love to hear about it, yes.
Well, the spa building itself is sort of a colorful history. It actually was the residence for a number of years for Captain Phoebe, who was the captain of the tourist boat that took people to Park Island. And today we call it the Gingerbread House, but he lived there for a number of years. The spa was actually started 15 years ago, so we're a fairly long-established business in the community. It was started by Dr. Michael Shendon, who's the head of plastic surgery at Beaumont Hospital. And he thought it would be, in addition to being the head of plastic surgery there, he also had a private practice. So he decided to open up several day spas, but his format was for a European day spa. So we call Spa on the Lake a European day spa with a Victorian flair because of the age of the house. It was built in the late 1800s, so it's very much a Victorian type of property. And I think that's one of the things that bring people to our business and our facility is the ambiance that we offer, because the house is decorated in all period furniture, period pictures, period furniture, and so they feel very comfortable and at home there. The whole mission we have is to make it a good experience for people, to give them an opportunity to relax, to get rejuvenated, and that seems to be a good recipe because we have a tremendous number of repeat and referral customers that come to us.
So I guess you offer tea?
We don't. Actually, we do offer tea. You know, like everybody else, the Keurig coffee system has expanded our array of things that we offer our clients. But we do have snacks. We do have coffee, tea, and hot chocolate. And
well, I was thinking about the European style, so you know.
Well, yeah, we don't do the crumpet thing, but we do cookies and make sure that everyone has something to snack on when they're there.
So what can you tell us about actually the place? What kind of things you guys do? I mean, I know you're telling me some certain things, but what exactly you do?
Well, basically a European day spa is centered around three basic disciplines. We do massage, we do facials, and we do manicures and pedicures. We do not do hair, for example.
Okay.
So our atmosphere is very peaceful, tranquil, serene, and that's what people really want. They want that type of atmosphere.
And this is actually perfect for a Mother's Day today. As we're talking for Mother's Day, I think that offering all those kind of things, that sounds wonderful for all those moms up there. I'm sure that this is the perfect gift.
Well, we really start with, we do a prenatal massage for women who are pregnant, and then we go from there. You know, we find that, I know in my case, my son and his wife were living with me for a while because he's transferring into this area from Texas, and I can see why she needs to come to us because she has a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old, and so she definitely needs a little pampering at Mother's Day. So Mother's Day is actually our second biggest holiday after Christmas, and I think a lot of people today particularly have tended to favor gift cards. We sell a lot of gift cards for Mother's Day, and the gift card is a nice complement to either flowers or candy, so you're offering the person sort of a variety of choices. We have a very extensive array of services that can go on the gift card. The gift card can be for any denomination. It doesn't have an expiration date, so this is what a gift card looks like. I don't know if you can get that on camera or not, but it's just like a traditional gift card. We load it with whatever amount of money the purchaser prefers, and then the client comes in and uses that card.
So let's say for Mother's Day, what would be the ideal thing for a mom going to your place for the first time?
Well, we have a number of packages that we offer, and we have basically a sampler package or express package, and that enables the client to experience a manicure and a pedicure, a facial and a massage. They're not to the extreme that you would have if you were to do those individually, but it is sort of a sampler package, and that's very popular. You know, we have a staff that's been there a long time. Our receptionists are very knowledgeable about the services that we offer, and we do our very best to kind of make sure that we're offering the service that is compatible with what the client is looking for. So unfortunately, we're leaving this facility to move to Oxford.
Okay.
That's precipitated by the fact that the property has been sold.
Oh.
So after 15 years, we're going to be moving into Oxford. We're going to be actually in a project called White House Village Shops, which is right across the street from the new Genesis Bank.
Okay.
That's a project that consists of 7 buildings, and we're going to occupy one of those buildings. Fortunately for us, the building we're going to occupy was built in 1892. So it too is a very Victorian house. Actually, more so than the house we're in. It has a great deal of original woodwork in it.
So you actually are keeping the same format that you had before,
Yeah.
and you're still creating the same thing for,
Exactly.
for everybody. That's wonderful.
Some people ask, well, are you going to keep the name the same because the name Spa on the Lake, which is one of the problems with picking a name like that.
Yes.
It's very geographically specific because we are on the lake. But having been in business for so long and using that name, and I want to keep the name because it has a lot of goodwill and people recognize the name as opposed to starting all over. And we have a large number of gift certificates that we sell, and so we want to reassure those people that Spa on the Lake didn't disappear and they have an issue with their gift card. So we're excited about the move. We're going to move about the middle to the end of May.
Okay.
Actually, this facility that we're moving into is going to be larger, so we'll be able to offer a more variety of service. Like we're actually going to start doing aziashu, which is a form of Japanese barefoot massage. We have a lady who's actually an instructor in that, who's part of our staff, and we're going to be offering that, which is a new service. And fortunately, we have a very loyal and experienced staff. We've had girls that have been with us since the very beginning.
And I think that's wonderful. And I think that's one of the things that everybody's looking for. And for everyone who wants to go to the spot on the lake, remember, Chuck Snyder will invite you to come for Mother's Day. It's a wonderful place to be, get pampered, get taken care. And let's please thank Chuck for coming here today. Mr. Snyder, it was wonderful to have you here. And we'll be looking forward to see you again.
Okay, we certainly appreciate the invitation. Thank you.
Thank you. Coming up, we're going to have another expert who is an amazing petals. And we can wait to see her here presenting all these beautiful flowers. And welcome back once again to Social Connections. And here's Beth from Amazing Petals.
Yes.
And we'll thank you for being here with us today. And you're going to talk to us about what Amazing Petals is all about.
Okay, we are a local floral designing studio. We do a lot of custom arrangements. We specialize in weddings and events as well as funerals. We like to consider ourselves a little bit outside of your typical grandma's flower shop, if you will. For instance, this arrangement here is a little bit different.
Okay. What can you tell us about? What kind of flowers are this?
There are orchids in here.
Okay.
This is a little bit of thistle for texture. And these are little wooden rods for some movement, and of course some yellow roses in a little bit different container.
Okay, the base are different.
Yes.
Now, which of the whole year round, which dates would you consider or holidays are the busiest for you?
Definitely Mother's Day. I
Mother's
mean,
Day.
oh, by far. Even considering Christmas, people send flowers pretty much for the whole month of December. Mother's Day by far is the busiest because, number one, someone either has a mother, someone like a mother, or a grandmother that they want to remember on Mother's Day.
Well, that's wonderful. For a moment I thought maybe Valentine's, but I guess not.
Not so much.
Not so much. Okay. What kind of plants or flowers do you guys have on your flower shop?
We have all different kinds of fresh cut flowers as well as plants. We have live orchid plants. We do floor plants for offices and such. But we like to go more toward the different types of flowers. And of course, you know, with doing weddings and events, we get roses that you would not believe. And they're the Russian cut roses, which are really they come in really large. They're not the tight pointed roses that you might have, you know, seen other places. And they actually all come from South America, the roses do.
Wow.
Which is kind of an interesting thing. I tell my customers they have no idea how far a rose travels before it gets here.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Just could you tell us a little bit? I'm kind of interested about the transportation and all that. How long does it take when you ordered the flowers? Somebody brings the flowers or sends the flowers from somewhere. How's the process?
Right, the process is quicker than you can imagine. They actually will cut the roses. Say I order them today, they will cut them today or the next morning. They're on a flight. They fly into Miami where they go through customs and then they're on to Detroit. So
wow, you know what that makes me feel? That I wish I can be a flower or rose. Because every time you go through customs and all that, it takes forever for me to get through.
Oh,
so I
no
think
kidding.
that this would be wonderful. You know, the process that is pretty quick. So
definitely.
what would happen if, say, for instance, in that transportation, the plane, they cancel the flight or something happens? Do they guarantee the flower by the next day, or how do they do that?
For the most part. I mean, because it is such a huge industry, there's always backup plans in place. In South America is not the only country we get flowers from. We just happen to get a lot of the roses from there. We do get some locally grown flowers from Michigan when, you know, once the weather warms up. And we do get a lot of flowers from California, like these purple stock that's from California.
So what do you consider the flowers from Michigan? What kind of flowers do we have here in Michigan?
Oh gosh, we have gladiolas. We have, oh gosh, the asters. Sunflowers are a big product here. But of course, you know, our season is so short.
Limited, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Do you get any flowers like from California, like you were mentioning earlier too, that you have coming constantly?
Oh, year-round.
Year-round.
Year-round from California.
When we arrive into your establishment, the people that you have there, if somebody comes and is confused about all kinds of flowers, your staff, I'm sure they will be able to help people given the right direction to the right thing to get the right gift, I guess, for someone.
Oh, that's very true. There's just a few of us at the shop. We're very small, so you'd either see myself or one of my designers, Gina, and it's very exciting when someone asks us questions about what kind of flowers.
Especially, I believe a wedding maybe must be very exciting because they want to craft the whole idea of how to have the flowers be put in vases and all kinds of things, right?
Exactly, and it's so much fun to be creative with our brides. Definitely.
Wow. That is wonderful. See, so if you are looking for something beautiful, go to Amazing Petals. They will craft everything. They will do it for you. Beth personally, she will talk to you and tell you about what will be perfect gift for your mom. And I think that this is wonderful. I'm very thankful that. What is this sign right here? I would like to know what we have here.
One of the awards. We won a few awards this year for our wedding work. And it's based upon a lot of criteria, but it's from having great reviews from our brides.
Wow, so we are really lucky to have you here, especially that you came here to this interview, being so busy at this time, you know, so we want to thank you very much for being here with us today on Social Connection. And for all the moms who are watching us, we want to wish you a happy Mother's Day, and to my mom personally, happy Mother's Day, Mom. Thank you once again for watching, I'm your host, Luis Mendieta, and we can't wait for the next episode to see you here in Social Connection.